Good morning, fellow foodpreneurs. This is Dr. Michelle Fannin Steele coming to you with the first in what's going to be a fairly long series on how to start a food business. And I am coming to you today live from my home office. It's going to be undergoing some transformations over the next couple of weeks, but we are starting to work from home, and I am going to be bringing you about every day that I can a series on how to start a food business. I'm doing this because I probably get this question 2 or 3 or 4 times a week, and I think it's going to be easier if I just record it and be able to send it out to people so that everybody has the information. Because the truth is that starting a food business isn't just about being able to make perfect food. There are tons of amazing cooks. There are tons of amazing people in manufacturing and charcutiers and bakers who make perfect food, who are broke, who are miserable, and who drink too much, who spend their entire lives on Instagram surfing food porn. I don't want that for the local and sustainable food movement. I want people to be wealthy. I want people to be profitable. I want people to feel better, and I'm here to teach you how to do that because I have created that transformation in my own life. I'm a certified Book Yourself Solid coach, so I can help you get clients. I'm a certified life coach and weight loss coach, and I can help you find the transformation in your life that you are so desperately looking for, that we need in the food system so that we can take all of our amazing food and bring it out to the world. So I'm so delighted to be here with you. And we are doing this so that we can create wealth and community out in the world. So let's just dive right on in. Tons of people come to me when they have decided to start a food business and they say, "Hey, Dr. P, I make really good bread. What do I do next?" Well, the first thing that you have to do is you have to get your own mind in order. And so today's episode is all about getting your own mind in order. What does that mean? Well, it means understanding your own thoughts. All right. So the human brain is amazing. All right. And the human brain is basically divided. It's divided into a lot of different parts. I'm a veterinarian by training. For those of you who haven't met me before, I went to the University of Georgia College of Veterinary Medicine, and I do public health and regulatory medicine. Yes, this is an entire branch of medicine. All right. I don't do clinical medicine, but I do farm visits and things like that. I just don't treat animals, or because I do a lot of food and I do a lot of work with food and slaughterhouses. As I say, my patients are already dead. All right. So if you are a vegetarian, this is not the show for you. So, what I want to let you know about today is managing your mind, because you have to be out there solving problems in the universe. It's my privilege to help foodpreneurs solve problems. This is why I get up in the morning, why I'm so excited to start this series, because I really think it's going to help people solve the problem of how to get out of their own way. Because all y'all think what you need to start a business is perfect food, which is not true. Or if you're starting in food manufacturing and not like in a food truck or a catering company, you need perfect paperwork, like you need the perfect HACCP plan or good agricultural practices. That is also not true. You need those written food safety plans if you're going into manufacturing, but those are insufficient for you to get where you need to go. All right. What you need is to manage your mind. And the mind, as I was saying, is really kind of divided into two parts from a gross anatomy perspective. We have our hindbrain and we have our forebrain. And to succeed and create wealth and community that you want to create in your world, in your business, in your life, to get the transformation that you want, you have to be working from your forebrain. Most of us are working from our hindbrain. We think 60,000 different thoughts every day. And did you know that those thoughts are by and large optional? That's a pretty life-changing thought for most people. Okay. And I'm here to teach you how to show up to your own brain so that you can go out in the world and be successful. And how do we do that? Well, I have two models that I'm going to teach you. I'm going to teach you a thought model. Okay. And then I'm going to teach you strive. And strive is how I how I ask myself powerful questions and I ask my clients powerful questions around problem solving, because it's so easy to dive into overwhelm and into confusion and to say, I don't know how to solve this problem. It's not true. Everything's there in your brain. The human brain is the most amazing thing on the planet, and we can use it to solve all of the problems. Because if you think about it, everything that's ever been created has come from a human brain and human thinking in the world around us. This webcam that I'm talking to you through, the microphone, the computer, the lights, my house, all of that, like long ago, everything a human invented came because somebody had a thought. And so let's see what we can do when we can actually manage those thoughts, because the transformation in the food business would be amazing. And I want the transformation for you that I have had in my whole life through life coaching. It's been absolutely amazing. I've lost more than 50 pounds. My business is more profitable than ever. I'm growing faster than I could have imagined. I'm not drinking to excess anymore. Like, I've learned how to like truly understand my alcohol consumption, and I don't need a Manhattan every night. I don't even want a Manhattan every night anymore. All right. I eat food now because it's fuel for my body, not because I'm trying to run away from something. I don't buffer on Instagram and Facebook. I don't go out and seek false pleasure on social media. And I'm here to teach you how to do those things. And if you're interested in taking this work deeper, all you have to do is direct message us or leave a comment and we'll get in touch with you. I'd love to chat with you about taking this work deeper. So let's just dive in. So, what I want to explain to you today is the thought model that we go through. And what happens is we think that our thoughts are facts. All right. And we've really good reasons to think our thoughts are facts, is because most people tell us our thoughts are facts. But the truth is that our thoughts are thoughts and they're not facts. Facts are things that anybody could agree on. And I come up with against this in food regulations all the time. People tell me FSMA is destroying local food. Okay, well, that's a thought. So for those of you who aren't familiar, FSMA is the Food Safety Modernization Act, and it's a set of 7 regulations that was signed in by Obama in 2011. Those are facts. Okay? That the waters of the US rule is going to ruin American farming is an opinion. That the preventive controls rule is unfairly targets small businesses is an opinion. Okay. You can choose those opinions. You can choose those thoughts. You can't choose your facts. FSMA is a fact, but you can choose how you think about it. And I'm here to help you understand how to choose more empowering thoughts, because when you choose more empowering thoughts and you show up to reality the way that it is actually given to you, you will be standing in your own truth. And truth, my friends, always creates wealth, and lies destroy it. And I am in the business of helping people tell the hard and uncomfortable truths rather than palatable lies. We want our food to be palatable. We want our truth to be uncomfortable. And that's what I'm here to teach you. Because when you understand that it's okay to be uncomfortable because you told yourself the truth, that it's just suffering, then you can do anything. And so your thoughts that are all optional can be chosen, they can be deliberate. All right. It's a learned and learnable process. I teach my kids how to do this. All right. And if let's see, I guess we're almost 8, 10, and 11 here in this household. So my oldest kid's going to be 11 tomorrow. And I teach them this work. And if they can do it, I promise, so can you. And, actually, kids are so good at this work because they just sop it on up because they recognize how instantly they feel better when they actually look at their own thoughts. So, what I want you to think about is that you can choose your own thoughts. So, we have circumstances out in the world, and circumstances are things that anybody can agree on. And those circumstances create thoughts. All right. And we have 60,000 different thoughts every single day. And 90% of those are totally fine, because 90% of those are like, pick one foot up, put one foot in front of the other, and, walk, drive your car, you have thoughts about that. You just are so habituated to them. You don't know that you have thoughts about them. You don't know that you have thoughts about breathing or talking or whatever. But there was a time in your life where you didn't know how to talk and you had to learn how to talk, right? You had to teach your brain how to think about talking. That was a learnable skill, right? And, I mean, I have a friend who her whole job is teaching, uh, autistic kids how to talk. You can choose empowering thoughts about learning how to talk. The same way you can choose empowering thoughts about starting your business. All right? So there's about 10% of our thoughts that are really not serving us, and we're here to work on those 10%. Because it's our thoughts that create our feelings, and our feelings are absolutely everything. Everything you have ever done in your entire life is based on a feeling. And when you understand that 50% of life is kind of unpleasant and 50% of life is delightful, you are going to spend so much more time understanding your own feelings so that you can keep it at 50%. Because what happens is most people feel uncomfortable about something, that a thought that created a negative feeling, and then they try and escape their negative feeling. They escape it through overeating, they escape it through over drinking, they escape it through diving into Instagram and looking at food porn, they go onto the internet and look at real porn. We do all these things to escape feeling uncomfortable because we think that being uncomfortable is wrong. It's not. Being uncomfortable is part of the human condition. Stand in your own truth and just be okay with being uncomfortable. Is it pleasant? No, but the if you relax into the feeling of, "Oh, hey, this is discomfort." The one of the things I was working on earlier in the week because I was having some issues is, "Oh, this is just suffering." When I'm sitting on an airplane, okay, I do a lot of traveling, and I'm working on like why and how I do my traveling in my business. And I was thinking about it. I was sitting on an airplane and I had a connection to make and things like that. And we were on the runway and we were like fifth in line or something like that. And there's literally nothing I can do about it. Literally nothing. And thinking the thought, this is just suffering, let my whole body relax because, oh, it's just suffering. I can live through suffering because the truth is, the worst thing that can happen to us is a feeling. And when you understand that the worst thing that can happen to us is a feeling, you can go out and you can do anything in the world because all of our feelings drive our actions. Everything you've ever done, like I said, comes from an action. And it's our actions that create results. And so here's what I want you to think about as we dive into this work. Okay. I want you to think about where you are right now. Okay. This is where you are right now. And this is before. All right. And you have circumstances, thoughts, feelings, actions, and results. All right. And these results, think about today. What are all the results that you have in your life? Your results are also facts, okay? So the number in your bank account is a result. Whether you're married or not, that's a result. The number of children you have, that's a result. How many employees you have, that's a result. All of those things that are facts, those are the results that you have in your life. All right? And all of those results come from these thoughts. And what I want you to think about is that you can have an after process. All right? Where you can decide what result you want. All right? How amazing would that be? How amazing would that be? So, if the result that you are looking for is open business, you can actually work this whole thing so you can understand where and what you have to do in order to have a result of an open business. And that's what we're here about at this podcast. Well, I suppose I'm a YouTube live, so not a podcast on YouTube on this YouTube video series. All right. So around here, we always begin as we mean to continue, and we ask ourselves, what is the outcome I would like. And so if the outcome that you would like is to open your food business, you are in just the right place, because that's everything we are going to be doing here. And the very first step for you to figure out what your food business is going to be doing is to figure out what problem you are solving in the world. Because I promise you, you can make perfect food and it doesn't matter. People don't buy food, they don't buy life coaching, they don't buy business coaching, they don't buy lawyer service. They buy a solution to a problem. Figure out what solution to the problem you are being, and everything else will fall into place. It will be work, but that's totally fine. That's what we're here for, right? So, what solution are you creating out in the universe with your food? And there are only 3 categories of solution: health, wealth, and relationships. All right. So, my business, Dirigo Food Safety, and the Smallholder Food Business Development Institute, which is like a brand of my business, we create wealth and community in the local food movement. That's what I'm here doing. I'm here bringing people together on a YouTube channel so that they can go out and put amazing food out in the world and make money doing it. So, what are the problems you solve in health, wealth, and community? And the beautiful thing about local food is it can solve problems in all 3 of those areas. Solve wealth problems for you guys. You guys can make money doing this. I promise. I have clients who are doing it. Okay. So, that's the first thing that I want you to do. Okay. And then the next thing I want you to do, okay, is I want you to believe a thought that most people deep down in their hearts really think is unbelievable. Okay. Because this comes from the following thought: I am valuable. If you spent the entire day thinking, I am valuable, how would your life be different? How many more problems could you go solve in the world? That's what we're about here, folks. You are valuable. You have a valuable contribution to make to the world. Go out and make it. Start thinking about what problem you're solving in the universe. And join us for this series. I'm going to be coming to you as often as I can around this time of the day to get your day started. Have a great morning. This is Dr. P from Dirigo Food Safety and the Smallholder Food Business Development Institute. You can listen to our podcast, comes out every Thursday. I dive into super technical information, which I'm not going to be covering in this series. This week I'm doing traceability and lotting, which is super, super important. But every other week we do super technical stuff, and then every week and then on the opposite weeks from that, I do life coaching on the podcast. It's on everywhere podcasts are available. It's the Smallholder Food Business Development Institute podcast. Download it on Stitcher, on iTunes, on Google Play, on all the different things. And if you want to work with us and take this work deeper, send us a message. We're here for you. You can email us at sfbdi@dirigofoodsafety.com. So that's Sierra, Foxtrot, Bravo, Delta, India, sfbdi@dirigofoodsafety.com. Thanks and have a great day, everybody.